The abhorrent reality of what truly transpired when 6 police officers arrived to apprehend a couple over WhatsApp messages regarding their child's school was akin to living in a police state. In the midst of the dread of being informed that she was being arrested, Rosalind Levine recalls a visceral emotion. She describes it as pure relief. Because I was certain that Sasha was deceased until that moment. That was the sole logical conclusion she could reach, as 6 uniformed officers had arrived at her Hertfordshire residence at midday and had not responded to her requests for assurance that her 9-year-old daughter, who was at school at the time, was secure before reading her rights. There was a period when I truly believed that I wanted to die, as I was unable to bear the idea of losing her, she admits. The 46-year-old TV producer only realized that she was in a completely different form of dread when she processed the officers' statements. She was being detained, along with her companion Maxie Allen, 50, for malevolent communications, harassment, and causing a nuisance on school premises. You can only assume that the couple were being interrogated for some pretty objectionable material, given that 2 police vehicles and a van had driven into their suburban street, the sort of treatment you might expect for a drugs bust or a terrorism cell, as radio producer Maxie describes it. The parents had merely engaged in a private WhatsApp group to discuss a disagreement with their daughter's school. There was no objectionable language or threats, rather, Rosalind described it as a bit of a sarcastic tone. Even the most uninformed armchair detective would not have suspected that this was a criminal offense. Despite the fact that it is purportedly located in Boreham Wood, she notes. It would appear that way, as the couple was incarcerated in police cells for 8 hours following their detention, and they were subsequently interrogated about their activities in a manner that evokes images of Stalinist Russia. Maxie admits, it was difficult to dispel the impression that I was residing in a police state. Despite the fact that they have been informed that no charges will be filed following a 5-week investigation, they continue to struggle to comprehend the events that transpired. Consequently, they are divulging their ordeal in its entirety for the first time today. Because they believe it raises profoundly disquieting concerns regarding the overreach of public bodies.